Hello Internet! Today we are on Showdown and I have found myself wearing a Gengar, as you do. There you go. So why not, let's use a team with Gengar in it. A few weeks ago, you hopefully remember, hopefully you saw, on Battle Spot I was joined with Jamie Boyt and we used his top 8 UK Nationals team, which is just here. No Boyt with us this week, but I'm sure I can channel his energy somehow and listen to his mind in my head, or maybe not. That sounds a bit strange, doesn't it? So yeah, let's just forget that, and just want to get some opinions first as well, actually, because you gave me a lot of feedback a few Tuesdays ago when I asked you something back then, and it's a similar sort of question actually, but we've got these battle spot videos, these showdown videos. I was just wondering if, like, once a week, like on just a Thursday or something, if you'd like something a bit different, just to sort of break it up, like a Nuzlocke run through of a game, or I don't know, something a bit different, just to sort of break up the not monotony, but just it's like a really heavy routine of showdown, battle spot. So if you're happy with how it is, then let me know. Fantastic. If you would like to see something, you can suggest something. I'm up for whatever, really. Within reason, I guess. If there is something that you'd like to see me do, then this is kind of a bit strange, isn't it? If on here, then then let me know, and I'll obviously consider it. So we're going to jump into some games. We're going to see how we go. Hopefully, I can channel Jamie Boyt's thoughts about his team, and we'll get some wins, because I'm sure every time Jamie Boyt goes on Showdown, I'm sure he wins every single game. In fact, I know he does. If you're watching this, Jamie, then you can rate my performance with your team. But okay, we find someone finally. We find Floppy48. Good old Floppy48. And okay, I'm not sure how he fares against sort of Xerneas Rayquaza teams, because as I'm sure he said many times when he was with me on BattleSpot, that this team was built, for that moment in time, that moment of the metagame, of the UK metagame, and this wasn't really the UK metagame at that point. So I'm not sure how he would feel about this, but I think Zapdos is a pretty good lead, and I think Gengar's a pretty good lead as well, actually. So we go Gengar, Zapdos, and I think Kyogre is very nice also, but then do we want Ferrothorn? Maybe. Salamence? Maybe. Groudon? Maybe. I think it's between Ferrothorn or Groudon. See, now, when he was with us on BattleSpot, we didn't really use Ferrothorn much, I don't think. But maybe it's nice here. Like, it's not Lumberry or anything. And you'd expect that Rayquaza to have a water attack on it, because it hasn't got any other water Pokemon on its team with it. But Groudon, again, it is good against Xerneas, so let's go with Groudon. Obviously Ferrothorn's good against Xerneas as well, but Groudon is maybe a bit better against other stuff too. So he goes with Smeargle Xerneas, and Boyt would be saying, okay, we're in a good position as long as the Smeargle isn't Scarfed or Mental Herb. So let's try and taunt the Smeargle and try and roar the Zapdos. I'm sure that's what Boyt would do, so I don't know, maybe Mr. Floppy48 knows the team. Maybe he knows this is what's going to happen. This is one of the problems with a team like this becoming known. It's not Mental Herb, but we roar him through the Protect. It would have been nice if he did Geomancy there. But yeah, like I was saying, this is one of the problems with this, because like a play like Roar and Taunt becomes very predictable. Like, he didn't need to Geomancy there. He didn't really need to Protect there. He could have, with the plays I made, he could have just gone for a Moonblast onto Zapdos and done a hefty chunk to it. So, that's that. The Smeargle you'd expect is going to switch out, and because it is, you'd expect the Clefairy to go for a Follow Me to preserve the switch. So we could try and Sludge Bomb the Clefairy. I think a Sludge Bomb is the right move either way, but maybe a Sludge Bomb into the Smeargle and maybe a Tailwind. Do we need a Tailwind? Not really. Do we Thunderbolt? I think we just Thunderbolt, because I don't think there's anything that he can bring in, aside from maybe his own Gengar with a Taunt, that can stop our Zapdos from going for a Tailwind in the future. So we'll just double into the Smeargle. Yeah, expecting his Clefairy to follow me here. If it doesn't, which it doesn't, then this Rayquaza is not going to go down, but it's going to take a lot of damage. That must be an Assault Vest Rayquaza, so that's interesting. So Rayquaza does threaten both of our Pokemon here. Dragon Ascent maybe is a bit more likely onto the Gengar, because Gengar is actually pretty nice here. He doesn't have any other Mega Pokemon aside from maybe the Gengar, so the Rayquaza is free to Mega Evolve if it wants to. I think maybe... Oh, I'm just worried about this Xerneas in the back, potentially. I'm going to put Groudon in, and I'm going to go for a Tailwind, and we'll see how this plays out, I guess. So he does Mega Evolve. And he does go for a Follow Me, and it is a Dragon Ascent into what was the Gengar. That's actually a Life Orb Rayquaza. Well, there you go. I don't know my calculations, do I? So what was that? That was a Sludge Bomb and a Thunderbolt into Rayquaza, and it did about 88%. 88 maximum. Wow, okay. Well, there you go. We got a Tailwind, though, thankfully. So we can Rock Slide, but is his Dragon Ascent going to knock out Groudon? Extreme Speed would need to do half of the damage of Dragon Ascent. Dragon Ascent is 180, Extreme Speed is 80, so it shouldn't be able to knock it out. So we are free to Rock Slide here. Rock Slide, and I could put Gengar back in, but I think the Clefairy is going to Icy Wind again. And we would have Tailwind, so it wouldn't be that bad. Yeah, I'm going to put Gengar back in. So who's going for a Helping Hand Extreme Speed? Of course he is. Well, I didn't see that coming, but the Life Orb at least knocks his Rayquaza out. So we have got Tailwind up. We've knocked out his Restricted, one of his Restricted, and his Mega Pokemon. So we're not in the worst of positions. I didn't see that play coming. Clefairy, Helping Hand is not the most common move on it, but I suppose Life Orb Rayquaza is very commonly partnered by a Helping Hand Pokemon. So maybe I could have seen that coming, but you know, is what it is. Again, though, I mean, he either puts in his Xerneas or his Smeargle, and Gengar's really nice either way here. We have got Tailwind, so maybe Kyogre just to fire off some Water Spouts, I guess. Yeah, he puts his Xerneas in, so I really don't mind that. We can go for... Well, we are definitely going to go for a Water Spout, but a Water Spout alone I don't think is going to knock the Clefairy out. So I could Sludge Bomb the Clefairy too. Or I could some noises from outside. Or I could maybe Icy Wind. If he Geomancies, I would still be faster, but he could protect the next turn. And then he'd still be faster the next turn after that. So maybe Icy Wind isn't the right move. Maybe we do have to Sludge Bomb here. I'm going to Sludge Bomb into the Clefairy. It doesn't matter because he follows me. Uses Follow Me, but a Water Spout will finish off the Clefairy, and actually that's a lot of damage to the Xerneas. The Geomancy was what I was worried about, and he will, ooh, yeah, he's set himself up nicely here for the Xerneas sort of sweep through, I guess, because he can have Wide Guard as well. Wide Guard, Follow Me, what have we seen? We've just seen Dark Void from the Smeargle so far. Xerneas is bound to protect this turn, surely. So I'm going to go for a Scald and Sludge Bomb into the Smeargle, hoping he doesn't protect it, but he does, yeah. He's made the right move there. The game isn't over yet, though. Accuracy boost is maybe not so important. If he Dazzling Gleams, will that knock Gengar out from here? Regular Gengar, I'm not sure. Maybe not. In which case, he could Moonblast, and then either he Wide Guards or he goes for a Follow Me. I mean, it comes down to what this Smeargle's going to do, isn't it? And I think he's going to go for a Follow Me, maybe. So I'm going to go for a Water Spout and a Sludge Bomb into the Xerneas. Dazzling Gleam does knock the Gengar out with a critical hit, but we do get the Water Spout off, and it does knock, nice, it does knock the Xerneas out. And brings the Smeargle down to was that a Sash? Yeah, it was a Focus Sash. Okay, well, phew, we've managed to pull through a game there. He actually went for a Dark Void. I'm a bit surprised about that. I thought he should have gone for either at least a Follow Me or a Wide Guard there. Maybe he doesn't have Wide Guard. Maybe he doesn't have Follow Me. Who knows? But, you know, woo, we've won the game. So, the spirit of Boyt is within, I'm sure. Although I should stop saying stuff like that, really, shouldn't I? Okay, this team, again, looks very interesting. Another Rayquaza Xerneas team. And again, like I was saying, I'm not sure how this team fares against stuff like that because, like Boyt kept saying, this team was built for that moment in the UK metagame when, stuff like this wasn't really around. So it's a similar team, actually. Another Smeargle with those two. This one's got the Kangaskhan, though, so Rayquaza might not Mega Evolve. The Suicune, could be interesting. Aegislash is not something that you see very often either, is it? Mr. Floppy's just joined us. Hello, Mr. Floppy48. You may know who I am. May watch this in the future. Gengar is nice. Again, so is Zapdos. I think I'm going to go with Gengar Zapdos again. And see, in the last game, I was sort of arguing with myself between Ferrothorn and Groudon. I'm not sure there's so much. Well, I don't know. Maybe there is a need for Ferrothorn here because he's got the Suicune as well. Yeah, maybe Ferrothorn is nice here. Maybe we're going to give Ferrothorn a go. Let's go with Kyogre and Ferrothorn. So, sorry, Groudon. Hopefully I'm not going to miss you as we face down an Aegislash straight away. Aegislash obviously is the main reason why I would have wanted the Groudon. Yeah, we don't have Shadow Ball on his Gengar either, so this is not good. Yeah, not good at all. I mean, he could go for a scrappy Fake Out into the Gengar and a Shadow Ball, and that would be that. We could Tailwind with Zapdos. I'm going to try and skill swap the Kangaskhan and try and just get some damage onto the Aegislash. Maybe a Thunderbolt. He knows it's static, obviously. It was in the focus. And he substitutes. Okay, so at least we break the... Oh, we don't break the substitute, do we? Because we don't get the Thunderbolt off. Whoops. Well, that's well played by him, actually, because he can still Mega Evolve this turn, and he didn't get paralyzed, so, a bit fortunate there. And he got the free substitute with his Aegislash. Now, this Aegislash is looking like a real problem for us. So, I think I'm going to try and skill swap the Kangaskhan again. I think it'll Mega Evolve this turn, and I think I'm going to try and roar this Aegislash out. Okay, well, he's getting an inner focus Rayquaza, so that's going to be interesting. I've got an Airlock Gengar now. Probably bringing down to the Sash, yeah, but the Aegislash is at least losing its substitute and getting out of there as well. Xerneas comes in too, which is nice. Rayquaza is slower than Gengar this turn as well, so that did work out quite nicely for us. But we're still not in a brilliant position. Yeah, we've got an Airlock Gengar here, which is quite interesting. It means that if he Mega Evolves his Rayquaza as well, he's not going to get the Delta Stream, which is very interesting. Xerneas we don't have to worry about because we've got Ferrothorn, so I think I'm going to go for an Icy Wind, and I think just a Thunderbolt into the Rayquaza. Yeah, so Kangaskhan comes back out. It's going to be at reduced speed now. He doesn't Mega Evolve the Rayquaza. Probably knocking out the Gengar. Maybe not. No, he's aiming for the Zapdos, and that fails to knock us out. Okay. Interesting. That didn't like the combination of attacks onto the Rayquaza there didn't do much damage. I'm sort of expecting more, but I don't know. Zapdos doesn't have Protect on it, does it? I suppose he is at -2 special attacks. So Ferrothorn is quite safe here, and we know it isn't scrappy either. So we've still got Airlock, haven't we? Yeah. So I'm actually going to try and, again, like, surely he's going to Mega Evolve his Kangaskhan this turn. I'm going to skill swap the Gengar, his Kangaskhan, and bring in Ferrothorn. So we'll see. No, he Mega Evolves his Rayquaza. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I did do that for the potential Sucker Punch as well. We'll see what he does to the Ferrothorn. He Draco Meteors it again, yeah. Because he's got Draco Meteor there, I'm thinking that maybe he doesn't have a fire move. But you never know, really. So, this Kangaskhan has got Airlock now, and my Gengar is again in the focus. Okay. Again, I mean, all he has to do is just Sucker Punch the Gengar. Do I want to try and scout for a fire move? I suppose I could put Kyogre in, but if he leaves his Kangaskhan in, then the Airlock is still going to be there, isn't it? I'm going to put Kyogre in. He might switch to Kangaskhan, but I think there's a decent chance he might switch it out too. No, maybe not. I think he will just Sucker Punch the Gengar. Surely he has to just Sucker Punch the Gengar. Yeah. I don't think he's going to have a fire move, really. So I think Ferrothorn's okay here, actually. I think. I'm going to put Zapdos in, and I'm going to Gyro Ball the Rayquaza. He does have a fire move. Wow, but he is at -4, and he burns me. And he Power Up Punches with his normal Kangaskhan. Okay, well, he did have a fire move. At least the Rayquaza's gone now, which is nice. But our Ferrothorn's gone as well now, which is not nice, because he's still got his Xerneas. And our Gengar is very threatened now. Yeah, very, very weakened. He's got the Aegislash too. I think I'll put... I think I'll put Kyogre in. But he's just free to Geomancy now. He brings his Aegislash in. Okay. Kangaskhan is at minus speed. He could Sucker Punch. He could just attack. He might Sucker Punch the Kyogre. He might Wide Guard. Lots of things could happen this turn. But I'm not feeling too happy because he's got that Xerneas in the back. So, yeah, that's kind of unfortunate because... I mean, the burn was unfortunate because we would have still had the Ferrothorn, and it would have taken at least one attack to knock the Ferrothorn out from there. So, you know, a turn where he couldn't Geomancy in my face, or a turn where I wouldn't have been so threatened by the Kangaskhan. So that was a little bit unfortunate, but you know, we got to you know, play with what you get, really, haven't you? There's no way of stopping the Sucker Punch. That's the issue. And the Aegislash could have Shadow Sneak on it as well, really, but seeing as it's shown Shadow Ball and Substitute, maybe not. The Kangaskhan can't Mega Evolve, but I mean at +1 it's still a threat, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, it's not good for us, is it? I'm gonna go for a Tailwind here, and I'm going to try and Scald his Kangaskhan. So no Sucker Punches. Scald hopefully knocks it out. No, it doesn't. Hopefully we get the burn. No, we don't. And he substitutes in our face again. Okay. Well, maybe he just doesn't have Wide Guard. I mean, there is that possibility, isn't there? So I'm going to taunt the Aegislash and try and Water Spout. Okay, he Sucker Punches, he gets a bit of damage off. Probably losing Gengar here, though. Going into Blade form and hitting the Kyogre. Okay, and a Special Defense drop. Okay, well, a Special Defense drop might have sealed it, I suppose. Gengar, you can outspeed and you can Sludge Bomb the Xerneas, but maybe we need a critical hit here. Again, we are hoping the Aegislash doesn't have Shadow Sneak. I mean, Kyogre could be faster than... We've got a Tailwind up, haven't we? So Kyogre is definitely faster than his Xerneas. And the Aegislash is taunted, actually. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not used to using Tailwind. I'm into a habit of, like, using Tailwind thinking, oh yeah, that'll put me in a decent position, and just forgetting that I've got the Tailwind up. So, yeah, that was a bit of a dumb oversight for me, because we have got Tailwind. And a Water Spout from here might knock the Aegislash out, maybe. Maybe. I mean, I think... Okay, He might protect the Xerneas here and try and knock out my Gengar. But a Water Spout in Blade form, Aegislash, you are in the rain. It's at this health got a power of 61. Oh, I don't like those numbers. I think I'm going to Scald the Aegislash. Oh well, a poison would be nice. We get the poison. We do get the Scald on his Aegislash. Will a Dazzling Gleam knock us out? No, it doesn't. Wow. Well, that was a close game. Jamie Boyt, your team is doing some work. Yeah, wow. So that burn on the Ferrothorn was nasty. That special defense drop on this Kyogre almost cost us the game there as well. So we've had some pretty good games, actually. So thank you, Boyt, for the team. And thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you wish to share it with all of your friends. And, you know, I urge you to do so because it makes me happy. Okay, so thanks a lot, guys. And goodbye for now.